Hello and welcome. This is half and half yoga. So we're going to get half gentle yoga, half yin yoga. I always like to just put it out there, make sure that you are really listening to your body, especially with a virtual studio. You want to make sure that you are only doing things that honor your body in this moment at this time. If you need to take a break at any point, take a break. If you need a drink of water, take a drink of water. And if you need a child's pose, anytime you want. So we're going to come to the mat. I always like to have a bolster or a pillow on hand. But if you also want a blanket, you can drape a blanket through the center of your mat. And I'm going to show you how I do that. But you can drape the blanket through the center of the mat. And that can kind of be a little padding for your knees if it tends to get crunchy for you. So let's go ahead and move. All right, so taking our blanket, just draping it over the center. And we're actually going to start seated. So if you want to sit down crisscross at the legs, or you can take the shins to the mat, hips back to the heels, whatever you like, whatever feels good to you. But wherever you're at, you want to be settled through your hips, drawing the shoulders together and down the spine. Allow your heart to just rest. Open. And then we're going to flip our palms open to the ceiling. Allow the backs of your hands to rest to your thighs or closer to your knees, wherever feels good to you. Just slowing the body down. So whatever happened before this time, whatever will happen after this time, just go ahead and set that off of the mat. Start to focus your attention on your breath. Really feeling your inhale through the nose. And go ahead and exhale through an open mouth. Inhale through the nose. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling through an open mouth. Inhaling through your nose. And now exhaling, go ahead and close the lips, but allow that breath to funnel through the back of the throat on the exhale. Start to sound like a little ocean. You can close your eyes. Maybe start to feel the muscles through the back. Just relax. Maybe start to feel the shoulders drop. Maybe noticing your body feeling more grounded and supported. And just for a moment, imagine your thoughts, your emotions all in a jar of water. And each thought that you have may feel like a piece of glitter within that jar. And as you shake it up, that's what happens during the day. But when we come to the mat and we just start to connect with our breath and we allow ourselves to slow down, we start to notice that glitter settle. So this moment, I want you to envision that glitter settling through the water, just letting gravity slowly pull you down. And really just allowing yourself to be present in this very moment. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, reaching the arms out wide. Nice big T shape with the arm. And exhaling, you're going to draw the right arm across the body. I'm actually going to flip to the camera so you can see what I'm doing. But you're going to draw the right arm across the body. And then you're going to sweep the left arm, the left hand under, and grab onto the forearm. With the thumb up of the right hand and the fingers reaching out, nice and expanded, you're going to feel some extra engagement when you keep your hand out nice and wide, but then start to draw the arm closer and closer to the chest. Really let the shoulders sink in, and you're going to feel a nice big stretch through the shoulder blade. So with this being held, you're going to breathe in. And as you exhale, continue to let the shoulders sink in. Keep the heart nice and lifted. So you're going to have some engagement through the left arm, but we'll have time on both sides. Just continued breath. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release the arms by the side. Go ahead and roll the shoulders, drawing them up to the ears and plugging them back down. Inhale, lift the shoulders. And exhale, shoulder blades drawn together and down. Awesome. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhaling the arms nice and wide. Really extending the fingers, engage the whole arm. And exhaling, sweeping the left arm across the body and then sweeping the right hand to grab the left forearm. Start to draw the arm back toward you. So tendency is to kind of draw that left shoulder toward the center of the body. Go ahead and plug the shoulder back and then allow it to continue to sink down. Awesome. So from here, deep inhale. And exhale, continue to let the shoulders sink in. Heart lifted. Keeping that beautiful breath, inhaling through the nose. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. Filling up, inhale. And exhale, go ahead and release. And this time we're going to sweep the arms up. Inhale, reach up overhead. And exhaling, just reaching slightly behind you, opening the heart, opening the hands for the ceiling, and then making that nice big circle completion. Inhale, reaching up. I'll show you from the side. Exhaling, reach slightly back. Nice big circle through the shoulders. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, sweep the arms. Very controlled movement. Inhale, arms all the way up. And then slowly, mindfully exhaling, we're going to reach the hands forward. If you're in that seated posture, you're welcome to stay there. So it'll just be a seated forward fold. And if you're here in hero's pose, the knees or the hips over the heels, go ahead and reach down and you're going to come into a child's pose. So really expand the fingers. Play with the hands a little bit as you come into this space, because you'll notice that if you draw the fingers together, you're going to feel a different sensation than if you expand the fingers and really engage, maybe even lift up the palms, dig the fingers in, and walk the fingertips out a little bit further. You can let your forehead rest. You can just reach the crown of your head toward the front wall. Maybe draw your chin to your chest, finding length through the back of your neck. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale and fill up. And exhaling, go ahead and walk your hands over to the right, taking your left hand just off the right side of the mat. Stay nice and high on the fingertips. Keep reaching out. Plug the shoulder back. Keep reaching the crown of your head forward. And feel that nice extension through the left side body, through the shoulder blade. Really utilizing the breath to find a little bit more space in the body. Deep inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhaling, go ahead and walk all the way through center, taking the right hand just off the left side of the mat. Stay nice and high on the fingertips. Pretend as though there's a tennis ball under the hand, right? We're reaching out. Both hands extended. Feel that extension through the right side body, into the rib cage, the shoulder blade. Really utilize your breath to find a little bit more space. Deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale and exhale. One last full breath. Inhale, fill up. And exhaling, walk your hands back to neutral. And inhaling, we're going to come up to a tabletop posture. So drawing your shoulders over your elbows, over your wrists, and hips are going to be directly over the knees. Really pressing away from the ground. Inhaling, go ahead and let your belly drop. Heart lifts, gaze can turn up to the ceiling. Really feel the belly stretch. Exhaling, drawing navel to spine. Start to round through the lower back. Feel that rounding crawling up the spine to the shoulders, pressing away from the ground. Let the chin drop to the chest, finding so much space in the spine. Literally from the tailbone all the way to the base of your head. Inhaling, belly drops, heart lifts, gaze up. Really take your time with the breath. And exhaling, rounding through the spine. Feel that extension. Inhale, belly drops. And exhale, round. Inhaling to a neutral spine. And exhale. Inhale, go ahead and kick your right heel back. And exhale, go ahead and draw the right knee in, round through the spine. Inhale, slowly extend. Use your breath, exhale, draw it in. Last time, inhale, reach. And exhale, draw it in. So slow, controlled, mindful movements. Inhale and reach. And exhale, go ahead and release the knee. Rock the hips from side to side, just reset. When you're ready, come to a neutral space. Inhaling, go ahead and kick the left heel back. Really feel that extension. And when you're ready, exhaling slowly, mindfully, drawing the knee in, maybe drawing the chin to the chest, pressing away from the ground. Inhale, extend. And exhale, draw it in. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach. And exhale, releasing the left knee to meet the right. Rock the hips from side to side. Awesome. And when you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes slowly, mindfully. We're going to press ourselves up to a down dog. Now, if this is comfortable for you and you want to stay right here, this is an alternate, right? But if you'd like a little bit more, just tucking the toes, lifting the shins, slowly, mindfully drawing your heart back towards your thighs, and then finding extension through the back of the legs. It doesn't have to be a full extension. You can keep softness through the knees if that feels good. Traditionally, our toes will touch in our down dog, but I want you to take your feet as wide as feels good. Maybe even experiment a little bit, right? Try your feet hip distance apart. Try your feet a little bit wider. If you have any wrist pain, you can take your hands a little bit wider. So always setting up a bigger base is going to give you a little bit more release. And start to just pedal the feet. So pressing one heel, softening the opposite knee. Deep inhale. And exhaling, start to walk your feet toward the front of the mat. I want you to soften the knees if you can. And really take your time getting up there. How many steps can you take? Heel, toe, feet meet the hands. So you're going all the way to the top. And as you get settled in at the top of the mat, take your toes nice and wide. Really feel the grip of the mat. Keep the knees soft. Let your chest come down to the thighs. Allow your head to drop. Maybe the fingertips brush the ground. And from here, maybe ragdoll the arms. So bending the elbows, grabbing either forearm with the opposite hand, and allow your head to drop. So you may feel a lot of resistance through the neck. I want to really encourage you to try to let gravity just pull the head down. Deep inhale. And exhale. Maybe gently rocking from side to side. Deep inhale. Exhaling, finding a neutral space. Soften the arms, release. And then slowly, we're going to roll all the way to standing. So you can keep your gaze down to the floor, let the arms hang heavy. Start to stack the vertebrae until the shoulders are drawn over the hips, reaching both arms all the way up. Deep inhale. Hands meeting in prayer. Exhaling, drawing hands down to heart center. Inhale, both arms all the way up. And exhaling, reaching out by the sides. Oop. My video is a little bit off tonight. Okay, let me pull that up just a smidge. Beautiful. So we're standing at the top of the mat, nice big T shape, deep inhale. And exhaling, we're going to start to draw the right arm back. So you're going to have some rotation through your center. Awesome. Right hand's reaching back. You're going to look back to the left hand or to the right hand. Deep inhale. And exhale back to center. Nice big T shape, deep inhale. And exhaling, left arm's going to swing back, right arm swings forward, look back to the left hand, deep inhale. And exhale back to center. Inhale the arms overhead, maybe a soft little back bend here. Exhaling, folding all the way forward. And this time, inhaling, draw yourself up to a little half lift here. So in the half lift, you can keep soft knees if that feels good to you through the hamstrings. Awesome. But really draw the shoulders back, plug the shoulders down toward the hips. Keep the heart reaching forward. Abdomen is engaged. Deep inhale. And exhale, hold. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, go ahead and take the hands down to the mat. We're going to slowly step all the way back to our down dog or to our tabletop. Either way is fine. You can take as many steps as you like to just draw yourself back there. Hands firmly planted, drawing the heart back towards the thighs. Awesome. And then inhale, take the right leg up. So you're going to try to keep the right hip down, keep the hips square to the ground, but reaching the right heel. So what that's going to do is going to kind of force you to keep the left heel grounded. And you can keep a soft left knee if that feels good to you. But really feel that grip through the toes. Deep inhale. Exhale, hold. One more inhale. And exhaling, drawing your knee toward the chest as you take a few baby steps or one big sweeping step forward with the right foot. You can also assist yourself with your right hand. The back heel is going to hinge all the way down. So toes are going to kind of drift to the side. Beautiful. And you can take a step over with the right foot if you like. Just gives us a little bit wider of a stance, helps with hips being more aligned toward the front of your mat. And once you feel anchored and supported through the feet, inhaling, arms reach up. So coming into this nice, strong warrior one, shoulders drawn down, heart is lifted. Take a nice big inhale, maybe even look up. And exhale, hold. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, hold. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Inhaling and filling up. Exhaling, go ahead and open your heart to the left. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward. And then palms are going to face down. Fingers extend. Relax your shoulders, but really ignite through the arms. Holding it here. Keep that nice lunge through the right knee. As you inhale, extending through the right leg, reaching the right arm all the way up, maybe even slightly back. Left hand is going to wrap the right wrist, and we're going to draw everything back. So nice extension from the right arm all the way through the right leg. Deep inhale. And exhaling, go ahead and release the right wrist. Let your left hip press back toward the left foot. And then extend, reach the right arm all the way forward and down to meet your shin, to meet the ankle, if you have a block or a book, or fingertips to the ground. So any of those options are fine. I'm going to kind of chill on my shin. So you don't have to extend yourself at all. You just have to listen to what feels good to you today. Deep inhale. And exhale. Left fingertips are reaching toward the ceiling. Think about really opening up through the left, through the heart. So drawing that left shoulder back, almost stacking your left shoulder on top of your right. Nice extension, deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and reach both hands to frame the front foot, soften the front knee. Awesome. And then you're going to come back to the ball of the right or the left foot. Beautiful. And then take as many steps as you need for your right foot to meet your left. So assist yourself if you need. Pressing back into your down dog. And then blessed with two sides, right? We get to do it all again. So inhaling, take your left heel all the way up, keeping the hips even with the ground. Kind of really drawing into the right heel. Feel your toes gripping the mat. Feel that beautiful extension through the back of the right leg, softening the right knee if it's too intense through the hamstring. Deep inhale. And exhale, hold. Keep drawing navel in. Deep inhale. And exhaling, big sweeping step, couple baby steps if you need. The left foot is going to come all the way to the top of the mat. You can assist yourself with your left hand to take that extra step forward. Back heel is hinging all the way down, so the right toes are kind of pressed toward the outer edge of the mat. And you can take one step over with the right or the left foot and just really feel a little bit more anchored and supported as the hips are square toward the front of the mat. We're going to reach the arms all the way up. Nice, strong warrior one. And we're holding it here, and we're breathing, maybe lifting up through our heart a little bit, maybe looking up. So grounded through the feet, light, airy through our heart. Deep inhale. And exhaling, opening the heart to the right, left arm reaching forward, right arm reaching back. Again, keeping that nice lunge through the front foot. Palms facing down, fingers reaching out, feeling that extension from middle finger to middle finger, relaxing the shoulders down the spine. Continued breath. Awesome. Inhaling, extending through the left leg, reaching the left arm up and over, maybe wrapping your right hand around the left wrist. Nice. And then reaching all the way back. So feel that extension. Maybe look up. Continued breath. Deep inhale. And exhale, releasing that grip. Go ahead and reach the left fingertips out. You're going to kind of plug the right hip back. Reach, 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 reach. And draw it all the way down. Shin, ankle, foot, floor, block, book, whatever you have, right? Drawing into that triangle pose, Trikonasana. Keep reaching the right arm up. Draw the shoulder back. Open the heart. Beautiful. Just making sure everything is good. Beautiful. We're doing great on time. Awesome. Feeling every bit of that opening of the heart, that stacking of the shoulders. Deep inhale. And exhaling slowly, mindfully. Hands are going to frame your left foot, soften the left knee, come to the ball of the right foot. Awesome. And then you're going to step your left foot to meet the right. So you're coming back into your down dog. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, we're going to roll ourselves all the way to plank, or you can take the knees down and come into a modified plank. So that's what we're going to take today because it feels good. Awesome. So we're here, deep inhale. And exhaling, we're going to lower ourselves all the way down to the belly. Awesome. And it works out perfectly. We're about halfway through, so that was our gentle portion. And we're going to move into our yin portion. And our first posture is going to be right here on the ground. So kind of awesome. Let the hips sink in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slide your forearms shoulder width apart on the ground. You're going to feel some compression through the lower back potentially. So just really listen to how close you want to draw the arms or how far away you want to draw the arms. Further away is going to be less intense. Drawing them closer to you, really propping the elbow under the shoulder is going to give you a little bit more compression through the back. So whatever feels best to you, but you can take the hands nice and wide. Remember that attention to our fingers. You're gripping the mat, feeling the fingertips press in, and then lifting through the heart. It's a nice big stretch to the belly. And then we focus our attention on our breath. Now within the yin portion of our practice, you want to come into each posture at your own personal 80% and then give yourself time to find your 100% of the posture. And what I mean by that is your fullest expression, right? Where you feel warmth and you feel edge, but you don't feel pain, right? We don't want to feel pain. We want to feel challenged, but we don't want to feel pain. And it's a pretty active practice. So note that if you have, some muscles are kind of firing up while others are feeling some deep stretch within connective tissue, that is perfectly normal. So deep inhale, feel the belly stretch. Exhale, just continue to melt into this beautiful Sphinx pose. You can close the eyes. Maybe you notice your arms maybe firing up, the back firing up, the belly stretching all of those connective tissues through the hips, maybe even through the rib cage. Feels good. So we can stay right here if this feels nice to us, or we can drop the chin to the chest and find some length through the back of our neck. Keep the shoulders back wherever you are. So oftentimes yin is confused as a restorative practice, and while it has benefits similar to the restorative practice, it is definitely more engaging, more active. Just allow yourself to breathe. A lot of times our mind starts to wander. Our mind starts to get a little louder. We'll have things that pop up in the body when we're sitting in these postures for a while. Maybe our nose starts itching or we start coughing. And that's just that chitter chatter, that's that impulse that we have to move. So we want to try to resist that movement and just allow ourselves to breathe through that present moment. Continued breath. One more moment. Continue to breathe. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly, mindfully start to draw your heart back down to the ground. You're going to take your hands under your shoulders and we're going to slowly transition back up to a tabletop posture just to get settled in for our next posture. So this next series, we're doing one posture but both sides of the body, and it's going to be focused on the shoulders. Very similar to what we just did at the beginning of our gentle practice, but what you're basically threading the needle. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like. Hands are pressed to the ground. You're in this tabletop posture. And then from here, we're going to inhale, reach the right arm all the way up, just like you did in that triangle pose, right? We're feeling the stacked shoulders. We're feeling our heart open. But from here, we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to place our right arm under our chest, reach it beyond the left side of the mat. Palm is still facing up, right? Like almost like you're serving a plate, right? And then you're going to draw your right shoulder all the way down to the ground. You're going to feel the shoulder press in. Awesome. Left hand still supporting you. And then turn your gaze to the left and then rest your head to the ground. So if you want, you can always like prop your head up with a pillow if that feels better to you. If you can get it all the way down to the mat, perfect. It's all good, wherever you want to be. But you're reaching across the body and you're reaching the left hand all the way up. Beautiful. So as you're threaded, I'm actually going to do it this way so that I can keep my eyes on you, right? So we're threaded through, arms extended forward. Oop, I'm gonna move my little bolster out of the way. Arms extended forward, and the hips are still over the knees, right? Now what I want you to think about doing is press the right arm into the ground as you open up through the heart, right? You're gonna immediately start to feel some opening through the back, through the thoracic spine as well, and maybe even start to turn your gaze up to the ceiling. Now you can keep reaching the left hand forward, or you can start to walk the left hand over toward the right corner of the body and look up a little bit higher. This is pretty active, right? This arm's kind of fired up, but you're feeling that opening through the back side of the shoulders. Awesome. So we can stay here nice and grounded, right? We don't have to go anywhere else. Option number 3. Take the left foot and plug the ball of your foot into the floor just off the mat, and go ahead and extend the left leg. As you open up a little bit more through the shoulders, walk that left hand over a little bit more to the right. You can look up a little bit higher. A lot of times I'll see people fly the leg. Don't fly the leg. Keep it anchored. Keep yourself supported. We don't want to roll all over the place, right? We just want to get into that weird spot through the thoracic spine. So any of those options are fine, but you're going to be here for a moment, so continue to breathe. Keep your gaze fixed. Continued breath. Just popping up to check some time. Beautiful. One more moment. It's pretty intense, and so we don't sit in it as long. We just want to breathe through it. One more deep inhale. Exhale, slowly, mindfully. You're going to take that left hand, support yourself first. Take the feet back together. Awesome. And then slowly, mindfully, we're lifting the head. You're just reversing the directions. And then unlace. Oh, you're going to feel some differences from side to side, big time right now, okay? Just notice those differences and maybe try to notice them without any sort of judgment, right? Like you may be feeling like, man, my right forearm is fired up or my left tricep or left trap is like really open and I'm really tight through the right, or vice versa. Right? We're all built differently, so we just want to kind of listen to those details. Just take note. Awesome. And then from that tabletop, obviously, bless the two sides, right? We get to do it again. So you're pressing the right hand in, inhaling, drawing the left arm all the way up. Think about stacking the shoulders just like you did before. And then as you're exhaling, you're threading the arm through that needle. Right? Reaching the left hand over to the right side. Palm facing up, back of the hand presses in, left shoulder drops first. Awesome. Right hand supporting you. Maybe drop the left side of your head to the ground or a pillow, whatever you like. But you're keeping that left arm really parallel to the front of your mat. Walk your right fingertips forward. And again, you can stay right here. Maybe that feels good to kind of close in. You're going to feel a little bit differently through the thoracic spine if you stay here. Option, maybe start to open the heart, walking the right hand over toward the left corner of the mat. And option 3, taking the right foot off of the mat, plugging the ball of the foot in, extending through the right leg as you reach open a little bit more, looking straight up. Wherever you're at, doesn't matter. Just continue to breathe. Remember, we're meeting ourselves at 80%, right? And all these are so have such dramatic differences between each posture. You really have to listen. What feels good to me? What do I need right now? Continued breath. Awesome. One more moment here. Deep inhale. And exhaling slowly, mindfully, making your way back. Just reverse those directions. Pressing the right hand, slowly, mindfully lifting the head, coming back to a tabletop posture. Awesome. Just rock the hips from side to side. Maybe draw the right shoulder to right hip and switch it up. Left shoulder to left hip. Just resetting the spine. And then we're going to make our way all the way down to the spine. So as you come down to a seat, I want you to take your pillow, your bolster, whatever you have, and place it to the left side of you. Okay, we'll be placing it on the right in just a moment, but we're going to focus on the left side of us first. Awesome. So from here, I want you to extend your legs and really reach them out. Keeping my timer near me. So reaching the legs out, reaching the arms up. And exhaling, go ahead and fold forward and then draw a line all the way up the body as you slowly take yourself all the way down. I have to readjust just to make sure you're staying in the center of your mat. Coming all the way down, lift the shoulders. So lift them from the mat, draw the shoulders together and down the spine, nice long neck, and then let the shoulders sink into the mat. Awesome. So we're gonna add in one more spinal twist, but this is gonna focus on the lower back. And there's gonna be variations of it as well. So again, listening to our body, what feels good in this moment, what feels good for this side, right? We hold tension, we hold, our muscles are kind of formulated differently, like on both sides based off of the motions that we have in life, right? If you look at your computer one way, if you tend to, kind of lean into one side when you're standing. So just keeping that in mind, we're not going to judge side to side or mirroring or anything like that. We're just going to meet ourselves exactly where we're at, even side to side. All right, so from here, that was kind of long-winded. Inhale both arms all the way up. And then exhaling, I want you to draw both knees in for just a moment, just to reset the spine. Give them a nice big hug. If you can interlace the fingers around the knees, go for it. If it feels good, maybe even grab the forearms with the hands and really hug the legs in. Might feel good through the hips. Awesome. And when you're ready, take both hands to the right knee, and we're going to extend the left leg all the way out. Beautiful. Inhaling, take the right arm out by your side. Nice big T shape. There's a lot of T shapes in our practice today. So nice big T shape. You can flip your palm to the floor. Really reach the fingertips out. Stretch the fingers out. Really engage through the right arm and the right hand. You may even start to feel some stretching through the hand muscles, which I always love because I feel like we don't really focus a lot on our hands. But taking your left hand to the outer edge of the right knee. Awesome. And then with the right hand gripped down, we're going to start to draw the right knee across the left side body. Now this is where the bolster is going to come in handy for some. You may want to rest your leg on the bolster, right? So that might be your 80%, right? That might be your 100%. But feeling this nice, soft spinal twist, right? Keep looking at the right hand. And if you can, try to draw the right ear to the shoulder. And we're going to be here for a moment. So get settled in. You can even kind of release the grip from the right knee if you like. And if at any point you want to remove the bolster and just give yourself a little bit more space to get a more intense spinal twist, you can do that as well. So you're going to feel this mainly through the lower portions of the vertebrae, into the right hip, the sciatica, down the IT band through the right side of the leg. And wherever you're feeling it, I want you to really breathe into that space, right? So we've talked about this before, pretending like the muscle group or pretending like that deep connective tissue is a balloon, and with your breath, you are creating more space within there. Every inhale, you're filling up. And every exhale, you're continuing to just allow yourself to be here. Beautiful job. The mind starts to get busy, try to just come back to the breath. If the body gets fidgety, come back to the breath. It all starts with the breath, just being here. Just getting out of our head and into our body. One more moment here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly start to draw yourself back to center. So maybe carrying the right knee across the body, really mindful through the spine, through the hips. Allow your right leg to meet your left. Awesome job. You may notice differences from side to side, even here, right? So once you're here, move that bolster, that pillow, that whatever you got, right? We're going to move it across to the other side. And then from here, inhale arms overhead. Exhale both knees. Just reset the spine. Reset the hips. Take one breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and release the right leg all the way down. Keep the left knee drawn into your chest. You can give it a little hug to start. Awesome. And then reaching your left hand out by your side, nice big T shape with the arm. Palm facing down, fingers nice and wide and engaged. You're gripping the ground. Your right hand comes to the outer edge of the left knee and start to draw the left knee across the right side body. Again, you can use that bolster. Let it help you. Awesome. And you can turn your gaze over to the left hand, just completing that spinal twist. Maybe even draw your left ear down to the ground. So really, it's amazing what that gaze can do. It can just finalize that beautiful spinal twist. You can get a little bit more out of it. And women especially hold a lot of tension in their neck. So these neck stretches, anywhere you can get a little bit more of a neck stretch, can be so beneficial. So meeting yourself at that 80%, continue to listen and follow the breath. Awesome. Maybe you're feeling like you need a little bit more room. You can move the bolster, the pillow, whatever you like, and continue to melt down. Every inhale, you're filling up. Every exhale, just continue to melt down. Stay connected to your breath. Deep inhale. Exhaling, go ahead and slowly, mindfully draw the left knee back to center. Be mindful of your left hip. Any little adjustments that you need. Awesome. And go ahead and let the feet reach down. Inhaling both arms all the way up. We're going to take one more breath with the knees drawn in, just to give some of the lower back, a little bit of a release. So you can keep the knees nice and close, interlacing the fingers as we have before, or allow the knees to float wide. Let the feet come apart. Maybe gently rock from side to side, softening and massaging through the lower back. When you're ready, and then release the legs. If you have any final postures you'd like to work out before we come into final relaxation, just take a breath or two. Make any little adjustments that you need. But as you get settled into this final resting pose, shoulders drawn together and down, neck nice and neutral, keeping the neck nice and long, heart open. You can even put a blanket over you if you feel a little chilly. Sometimes that happens after a nice, powerful yin practice. Get a little colder after you've moved. Staying connected to your breath. Feeling the hips and the shoulders anchored. Feeling really grounded. Feeling open through our heart. Maybe some clarity through our mind. Just feeling grateful for this healthy body. Grateful for the ability to move, to slow down enough to connect with ourselves. Honor our body by creating more space within it. One more deep inhale and exhale. And just start to add some movement back into the body. Start wiggling the fingers and the toes, circling the wrists, the ankles. And when you're ready, making your way to whichever side feels best for just a moment. It's just rolling to whatever side. When you've given yourself a moment, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat, eyes remaining closed. And drawing the shoulders together and down the spine, allowing your heart to be lifted and open. Inhaling our arms all the way up. Hands meeting in prayer. And slowly, mindfully drawing the hands down over our eyes. May we see peace. Over our mouth. May we speak peace. Most importantly, over our heart. May we feel peace. The light, the love, the energy within me sees and honors all of this in you and more, and we are one. Namaste. Thank you for sharing in this practice. Thank you for honoring this time for yourself. And until next time, just be well and you are loved. Bye.